Let's take a look at the major functional areas of the Adobe Rome interface. The first thing you'll see when you open Adobe Rome is the launch bar. And you may also see this security warning. There's really no need to worry about the security warning. Just go ahead and click Yes to continue. The launch bar is where you get things started in Adobe Rome. As we mentioned in the previous tutorial, there are some aspects of Adobe Rome that are not available. So the two areas that you're concerned about when opening the launch bar are going to be the Create New button and the Open button. Those are really the only two that you'll be using. Now let's have a look at the actual working environment of Adobe Rome. The main element of the Adobe Rome interface, of course, is the viewable area called the canvas. Your canvas can be multiple sizes. It can be sizes that match paper, like a legal or a letter size, or you can set it for a screen size if you're doing something like creating an animation or a web page. The sidebar over on the left-hand side of the screen is where you'll find a listing of the different objects within your creation. These are composed of sheets, which are basically like different pages within a book or pages within a document. And then the objects themselves, the things that you draw or insert onto the canvas. Across the top, we find the menu bar. And in the menu bar, you'll see the normal sort of things that you would see in a computer program, including File and Edit. And an important one is Insert and some other specialized buttons that we'll talk about as we go along. Now the toolbar is located in this image on the left-hand side of the screen, but the toolbar can be moved anywhere that you find it convenient. So if it's in your way, you just drag it to a more convenient location. And on the toolbar, you'll find your drawing tools and other tools that you can use to work with the objects on your canvas. On the right-hand side, we see the Edit bar. And the Edit bar is contextual. In other words, it changes based on the object that's selected on the canvas. In this case, we have a rectangle drawn on the canvas, and you can see some of the options that are available in the Edit bar when an object like that is selected. And of course, we'll be going into that in more detail as we go along. And then finally, down along the bottom, we have the timeline, which is used when you're creating animations. All right, let's review then. The major interface components of Adobe Rome are the launch bar, where you can open or create new documents, the canvas, where all the visible items on your creation are going to be found, the sidebar, which lists the sheets and the objects within your creation, the menu bar that you can use to edit and insert and perform special operations on your document, the toolbar that includes the drawing tools and selection tools, the edit bar that allows you to change the properties of an object that's been selected, and finally the timeline that lets you do animations in your document.